Jasmine, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing? Excuse me. I hope you all are doing well. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. If you don't mind, hit that like button. And if you would like to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Those of you who are new to the channel, you recently subscribed to the channel, please check to make sure that you're still subscribed because sometimes they fall off. Okay. Um, Divine Masculine. Spirit is saying that you are suffering from separation anxiety. They need you to know that this is a normal process of the twin flame journey. You are now mirroring what your divine feminine has already experienced. Okay, it's not bad luck, it's not magic, it's not any of those things. Okay, um, it's just a natural phase of this journey. Take it from one who's been there. Separation anxiety can have you in a range of emotions of guilt, frustration, resentment. But it's a time to focus on self love, self care, and nurturing oneself, and finding peace and gratitude in your journey. Okay. If you're harboring any resentment towards your counterpart, it's possibly because you feel like you're blaming them because you're like, why do I feel this way? Sometimes, especially for a masculine, it's like, you know, it's kind of difficult dealing with these feelings and emotions that you're not accustomed to being to because you're the man. You have to put on um, a certain persona for the world. You don't have time to be dabbling in your emotions. But God is asking you to take time. Take time for yourself to deal and process with these emotions. Sit with them. Honor how you're feeling. But please know that find grace, okay? Find humility, find peace in the situation. Um, it's opening up your heart, is what it's doing, okay? This separation anxiety is like blowing your heart space completely open, okay? It's removing whatever lid or protection or shielding you put around your heart. Any blockages that been placed over your heart, they're being removed. So right now you feel like you're going through a hard time, you know. Some of y'all could actually be going through hard times financially. But that is if that is the case, then again, be patient with yourself and trust the process, okay? Um, there are gifts bring there is a gift in this process, okay? When I was going through this, I can't speak from a man's point of view, but I can speak from a woman's point of view, and you could take it and apply it as needed. But as a woman going through separation anxiety with my counterpart, it was, why do we have to be apart? Why do we got to go through this? Is this really my person? A range of questions. I mean, I have a notebook filled with questions when I went through my separation anxiety. Um, so get you a pen and piece of paper and write all the questions that you have. Write how you're feeling down. Okay. Don't hold this stuff in because the more you hold in, the more you feel left out, the more you feel removed or detached, but you're not. Okay? Because with timeless elegance, you're always beautiful to someone who loves you back. Okay? So you're mirroring exactly what your divine feminine went through when her heart space opened. Peace and blessings. How you doing? When her heart space opened, she probably done this already before you. And now you're going through it, okay? Um, it's okay. All right. It gets easier the more you Stop fighting against it, okay? The more you fight against what you're feeling, the more this pressure builds and the harder it becomes for you to move powerfully forward, okay? It's not a punishment, all right? It's not a punishment. It is a growing. It's like a growing pain. The Most High is growing you to get you ready to receive these 10 cups, okay? All right, so you probably got 9 of cups, okay? That's where you at. You're like you want your emotional fulfillment. You need the 10th cup. That 10th cup is actually coming into union with your counterpart. You're getting prepared for that day, okay? So just be patient with yourself. All right? You got to be confident. All right? Because the love that you're feeling, what the emotions that you're feeling, they are real, okay? But God is raising you to a higher standard, okay? You're being raised to a higher standard at this time. Sometimes these separation anxieties can feel like punishments, but they're not, okay? Trust me, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, why are you punishing me, Most High? Why can't I have my person? I'm telling you, I went through it. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why ain't my person here yet? I thought you said my person to be here. I went through it. And you're going through it right now, and it's okay. But it's not a punishment, it is a gift, okay? Because when you become okay with being alone, that is a gift within itself. When you don't need everybody else for validation, when you don't need others to make you feel confident in yourself, it sets you at a new standard in what you will and will not accept in your life. You see what I'm saying? So embrace this time of feeling left out, but you're not alone. Embrace it. The Most High has put you in isolation on purpose to get you ready, okay? All you got to do is ask your guides, your spirit team, your ancestors to help you with this energy as well. You know, if we're not willing to ask, if we want to just hold it all in and hide from the world and feel like we're being punished because we feel ashamed or we feeling guilty or we feeling resentment or we feeling anything that's less becoming of ourselves, it's due to the fact that you are shedding away of things that no longer serve you, sir. Okay? I don't know why. Eat you some candy, some chocolate. Chocolate raises your happy endorphins, okay? That's one thing I used too. When I was going through my separation anxiety, I ate chocolate because it naturally releases happy endorphin dopamines in your brain. Okay, so get you some chocolate. I don't know why I have a Hershey's Mr. Good bar sitting in front of me. Okay, so maybe I don't know if you like those. If you might want to try them, but get you some chocolate and eat chocolate. It's very good for that. Lifting your vibration. Or whatever it is that you like as far as candy or sweets. Yeah, give it to your inner child, okay? Ooh. That was a big release, okay? You definitely may be going through some type of release when it comes to your inner child. You may have some abandonment woundings that are being released. And this is something you may have been holding on to, emotionally holding on to. Willow trees, they grow near water. They help hold up the embankment. So there's something dealing with your foundation, something that you've been, or core belief that you've been holding on when it comes to your emotions. And that may be the very thing the Most High is trying to remove you from. All right, so the weeping, I'm going to give you the spiritual meaning of the weeping willow. It says the weeping willow has a complex spiritual meaning, often symbolizing sorrow, grief, or mourning, due to its association with tears and its use of is used in cemeteries. However, it represents resilience, flexibility, and rebirth. What I say, you're going through some type of rebirth, confirmation, excuse me, because of its ability to bend and, oh, okay, I thought somebody texted something. Its ability to bend in a storm and thrive by water, and is linked to intuition, healing, and the moon. In many cultures, it can be seen as a protective tree or a bridge between the physical and the spiritual world. So it could even be uh emotions that of a passed on loved one, that could be that abandonment wounding. Okay, that's something that may be it's like you're on the last leg of your journey, on a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the 5 and then you jump down to a 1. And then you got lovers. So you are closer than you think. Okay? You're closer than you think to achieving this 10 of cups, to manifesting it. But if your thoughts are negative around manifesting this, your divine feminine end, then you will hinder your manifestations. So you need to be careful of your thoughts right now, okay? Try singing, dancing, whatever you can to lift your spirits, to keep your energy up. Anytime you catch yourself in this emotional storm, okay? It's just blowing stuck energy is what I'm hearing. There's some stuck energy, all right, that you've been holding on to when it comes to abandonment, okay? You have some abandonment issues and you've been isolated and you're not accustomed you're not comfortable with being alone, okay, due to your abandonment issues. Thank you, Spirit. So, and that makes you angry sometimes because um you don't want to be seen. You see that as weakness. As a man, you see that as weakness. That you also may put on this persona like, I don't give a damn who walks out my life. It's easy. I just forget about them. But it's not easy as you think, okay? Which is why you're going through this storm right now. The Most High is blowing this core belief around abandonment, this core belief around being alone. He's changing your mind, okay? Um, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So, what I feel with this wind direction, the Most High is rising you again, because the wind on this willow tree is blowing to the west based off the positions of these cards on my table. So, whatever that's, what I'm saying? Whatever you've been manifesting, it is coming in towards you faster than you think. You've been manifesting this, but it's your thoughts and it's your core beliefs that you don't want to let go of when it comes to allowing yourself to feel what you feel around abandonment. Okay? Like I said, if you lost a passed over loved one and you felt abandoned by that death, um, know that they always with you. They never left you. Their physical body dies. But have you ever rubbed your feet against carpet and then touch something metal and then that spark shoot out of you? That's called energy. And we all possess that energy. So when the physical body dies, our spirit lives on through that energy. So these loved ones, sometimes you can feel them. Sometimes the hair on your head stands up. Sometimes the hair on your body stands up. These loved ones that loved you are still around you. You just got to know what you're feeling. Okay? I feel like you have an ancestor that you loved so much or felt like they abandoned you. Okay? That has passed over, but they've been working with you trying to tell you that you have everything you need to be who you're meant to be. You have everything that you're meant to possess, you're meant to inherit. You have it all. You know, the magician is the divine masculine. The magician is the apprentice, training to become the emperor. And you've been in training this whole time. So stop looking at it like a punishment. You've been training to withstand the test of time, to bridge the gap, to fix whatever, you know, um, cracks in the foundation between your twin flame connection. You know, it's there, you know. And it's like here in America, on the West Coast, we read from left to right. Give me 1 second. Here in America, we read from left to right. And overseas, they read from right, what is it, Japan? They read from right to left, right? So I feel like it's like your thoughts is blowing back, pushing against what the divine is already trying to put before you. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Your thoughts is going against your manifestations because it's here. You know, the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, it's here. All right? In your present. But you got to push past this energy, whatever this Five of Pentacles energy is for you, that you're having a hard time releasing and letting go. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like this is more internal than it is outside yourself. Okay? Let's see. What deck? Okay, let me move this one out the way. And it's crazy because I say that because all day today, the Most High had me rearrange my disc. I shifted the energy. I went through and I cleansed all my decks. I straightened them up, put them all in order, and then I switched them. They used to sit to the right. Okay? And it's funny. I say that about the I shift all my oracles and tarot to the left instead of sitting on to my right. You know, when you want to receive things, you bring things in. Like say when they say your palms itch, okay? When your hands are itching, I'm giving you this as an example. If your right hand itching, that means that's things that you are receiving. If your left hand itch, this is things that you need to release and let go. Or you may be losing something important, receiving something of value from the right, releasing something that's important. You see what I'm saying? And I just shifted my whole desk. Let me show y'all. You know, all this was on the left. And now, I just shifted it off. The whole deck. This. Also, I've been in here cooking. I made me some holy oil. Okay? So, I've been in here working, working on things, creating, and changing my space. And again, Mr. Goodbar is relevant for you. Okay? Don't ask me why. But yeah, I just shifted my damn desk. Don't ask me why. The most that's what I got up this rising. It took me half the day to do this. To go through, organize, straighten up, flip every deck. Every deck I had uprighted. Every deck. And then he had me mix some decks. So I've been mixing and uprighting all these decks all day. That's what I've been doing. When I tell you, I'm tired. My hands hurt. Shuffling and straightening and mixing. I'm tired. Okay? And it don't seem like something that simple. It don't seem like a lot, but I got a lot of decks here. Okay, cards I've been writing. All this is the stuff I've created myself. You know, all that's what I've created myself. I got a little right there. I created all that myself. But I've been doing that too, creating more. It's like I don't know. The energy is shifting, y'all. Okay, that's what I feel like, or the energy needs to shift. All right, but also too, there's always positive with a negative. So there's a negative aspect to this. After I finished my work, cleansing and getting my desk together like the Most High wanted it, um, next thing I know, I go to sleep and take a nap, and I'm spying on karmics having a damn spell jar party, a jar spell party. And I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. So, um, they was having them a good time too. Hugging on each other. Come on, girl, give you a hug before you go and all this. And I was just like, damn, they having fun putting this work on folks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. So I was spying on some karmics who was doing work on divine beings. And that's gonna be handled as well. So that may come out towards the end of this reading. Um, but yeah, they was definitely having them a good time. All right, fucking around in energy. So I don't know who they were. I do know that if you, I heard something about nightmares. They was trying to tap into your dreamscape. Okay, so that's what they're plotting and planning with this magic. They're planning to throw nightmares your way. So I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to unalive you in your sleep or what, but um, if you feel like somebody's tampering with you while you're sleeping, shield yourself, okay? Do like I did, make you some anointment oil to anoint your temples before you go to sleep, to shield and protect your crown chakra. All right. I might give y'all my recipe to my holy oil. I might give y'all my recipe. I don't know. Man, should I give them the recipe, Most High? No, sell it to them. Yeah, I could sell you some. Just get in my comments and let me know if y'all need this holy oil. Cause I can't share my ingredients. That's top secret. Cause the Most High said no. Okay. But I would definitely sell you some if you need some. All right. This shit is powerful and it's made from organic ingredients. Um, I'm using it right now as I speak, and it smells so good. Oh gosh. Um, man. And it's crazy. I will tell you one little tidbit. I cooked it on my little I have a teeny tiny. I ordered this thinking it was gonna be big enough to burn like my incense and stuff, but it was real tiny. It's small. So let me show y'all. Let me show you. See, the coals won't even fit in it. See that little bit, my little what you call it? Uh uh they call it a cauldron. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be bigger than that, but it's tiny as hell. It's doing its thing though. I can't complain. It's tiny and cute. So, I feel like I got my little easy bake oven over here working. Oh gosh, it's been doing what I needed to do, so I ain't gonna complain. But it tripped me out when I got in the mail. I was like, "What's this? This is so tiny," but it works. So it does what I needed to do. But yeah. Whew, excuse me. Somebody is also tired. Need to get some rest. Okay. Um, cause I ain't sleepy. I went to sleep. Okay, I just took me a nap, got up, and made this oil. I don't know. I was guided to make this oil, okay, and that's what I've been sitting here doing. Before I went live, I spilled half of it on my desk. I need to finish getting it up, but I felt like leaving it there. I don't know why. I just felt like the need to just leave that oil there because it's doing its job. But yeah, if you feel like you need this, I call it holy oil to protect and shield your chakra, your crown chakra, and your throat chakra, and your all your chakra system, your heart chakra, or hell, just rub your body down in it if you feel it. Either way, if you need it, let me know. Um, and we'll work something out. Um, let's see. But yeah, divine masculine. It's find something to focus your attention on, okay? You definitely got to redirect your thoughts, okay? And I feel like that whoever this passed on, the ancestor is trying to help you get that. I'm here. You got a thick skull. You could be hard headed a little bit. Okay, so this ancestor could be trying to like, hey, bro, shake that shit off. Get up. Go walk. Stop crying. I know how you feel, but stop. Just stop. It's not bad as you think. Everything is gonna be all right. You've manifested it here, but it's just a few more things. There could be 5 more things we need you to learn right now. Release or let go, or heal and transform, or just be in gratitude for a while. Sit with the energy, and then before you know it, in a blink of eye, boom, that which you love will be here. That is what it say. Time is elegance. You are always beautiful to someone who loves you. The very person you are emotional about, having this heart awakening about, loves you too. Loves you too. And that's a natural process because, now it's all hitting you. For me on my end, it was more so of I didn't feel like I was enough, for my counterpart. I felt like um it was something that I did wrong, or I felt like that may be what you're experiencing. It could be a touch of karma. It could be if you did it could be a touch of karma. Okay. But it's best to get over it now than later. You know what I'm saying? This could be a touch of karma if you ghosted your divine feminine, made them feel less than or whatever. Um, you're experiencing what they felt. And I feel like if that is the case, if you're experiencing what divine feminine felt, then it is a touch of karma, but it's also a learning cove, okay? To teach you to never do that shit again, because now you know how it feels. So just take it how it resonates, but don't beat yourself up, you know? Something about one. Y'all are one, you know? Y'all are one. And that's something you need to understand too. I don't know why. Something about a zone. A zone. There's something about a zone. Somebody could be moving out of zone, or you feeling out of zone. Oh, you could be feeling Oh, you could be feeling out of zone, or you maybe have to move out of zone. Oh shit, that could be it too. You could have to move, and you don't. Yeah, because I see this mirror. You don't think your divine feminine will come with you. Huh. And then the two, or I don't know why I'm getting that if you are going through a financial hardship, you may, for somehow you could be wanting to ask your divine feminine, could you live with them? With zone? And that's something you dread doing. That's what I just picked up on. You may dread doing this, not because, you know, you wouldn't want to be with her, but because that could be a bit of ego. That could be a bit of ego. Because maybe something in the past. Oh, and also the Ace of Cups is also a promise. You could have made a promise in the past and you didn't keep it. When Divine Feminine is going through a hardship, and now you could also be facing that same situation and needing her help, her assistance. Hmm. Huh. Well, I'm going to say this. Were you being manipulative? When you broke your promise? Or were things out of your control? You know what I'm saying? That's the question here. If things were out of your control, then I don't see an issue with asking, you know, if you could come back. Um, but if you did do what you did in a manipulative way, I feel like you need to make amends. You need to apologize for that. And I'm hearing a big ass apology with this Ace of Cups. You know, is going to be required because you may be mirroring your past actions. Damn. Some of y'all may be mirroring your past actions against your divine feminine, and it feels like karma. Shit. Because oh my gosh, some of y'all reaping what you sowed. Damn. Because what goes around comes around, as above, so below, as within, so without. So these are things that you manifested on yourself from your actions and behaviors in the past. Some of y'all may love head over heart decisions to go to not go toward your Ten of Cups, not go toward your divine feminine, and left them out in the cold. Either through magic or either due to magic or due to your own manipulations. And the shit got to right itself, man. That's what you got to understand. So it depends on how it don't matter how you was moving. Either way, it's got to right itself. And you got to ride the storm out gracefully. You're being tested right now. Because I'm hearing what's good for the goose, is it good for the gander? You know what I'm saying? So it was okay for you to create these type of storms on divine feminine, and now that energy is bounced back on you, are you willing to withstand the storm? And for some of y'all, the breeze ain't as bad as the storm ain't as bad as it seems, because you're surrounded by all this green and growth, you know. But this may be, you could be punishing yourself. Okay? Some of y'all could actually be punishing yourself harder than need be. Because for some of y'all, magic was done, which is why you made a head over heart decision to not honor a promise that you made to your divine feminine. And then for some of y'all, it was out of your control. Somebody else was pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, and then for some of y'all, because it's not in reverse. So I feel like, it's this magician is not in reverse. And if it was in reverse, I would say you was in some fucked up energy. For some of y'all, it could have been family that got in the way. Friends. You see what I'm saying? That manipulated manipulated you out of keeping your promise. But it's never too late to keep a promise. A promise is a promise. There's no timing on a promise, long as you fulfill it. So, question is, if you are going through a hardship and maybe homeless or out of a job, I don't know, displaced, I don't know, and you don't want to go back and stay with family, you're wanting your divine feminine, then all you have to do with the magician is ask the questions. You have all the tools you need to make this a reality, but it requires some things of you, it requires some things of you to do this. It's going to require you to raise your standards and be real about the situations and your part in all this. But be confident in whatever decision you make. The Ace of Cups is also with the Lovers, is also about choices. You've always got free will to make the choice that you choose. But are you going to remain in integrity with your choices? So it's a lot that's going on, like I said, separation anxiety is not easy. A lot of shit come up. A lot of shit comes up. And from what I'm reading off these, 6 little cards, I haven't even pulled no more energy. Confirmation. But what I'm telling off these 6 little cards, there's a lot that you're reflecting on right now. How you wished you had, if you did promise that you was going to be there for divine feminine, and then you turn around and left her in the cold due to some manipulation in your life, possibly due to friends or family, you now want to make good on that promise, but you don't know how to do so. So you're like, damn, what I look like going back over here, trying to make good on this promise when divine feminine, you feel like divine feminine is going to treat you like you treated them. But I feel like that's not the case, I don't feel like that. I feel like that is a projection because the wind is blowing the wind is blowing from the east to the west. And you need to change how you're thinking, because you're thinking backwards. You're going against the grain, all right? I feel like this 5 of Pentacles need to be on the left, but it's really on the right, and I'm reading this shit backwards, okay? Damn. The energy needs to shift, divine masculine, okay? The energy needs to shift, just like I had to shift my desk today. And I say that because right here it says, I want you even more. You have a gift from God that is a blessing. Divine masculine making, I'm going to grab these. It says divine masculine moving in silence. It's not over. Divine feminine, even if you think so. And that's just your thinking. You're thinking she think it's over. You think she's moved on, that whatever y'all had is in the past and she's manifesting something different. But, bruh, the very thing that you want is seeking you. All right? That's the crazy part. This is all in your head. Get out of your head, because I feel like you think your divine feminine think it's over and she don't. This is your thinking. She's been patiently waiting on her lover to come in. Ace of Cups. She's focused on her self-love and her family. Even though she could be still going through a hardship. She's still manifesting this love from her past to return to her. You know? So, like I say, she still could be going through a hardship, possibly due to family and friends. You know? So, y'all are mirroring each other. And then it says, I want you. Your divine feminine could be gifted too. Because it says with the Ace of Cups, that also represents gift. I want you even more. You have a gift from God. This is a blessing. Yeah, you see your divine feminine as a blessing, but you're in mourning because you're like, damn, I didn't seize the opportunity when I had the chance. You know, I didn't seize the opportunity when I had a chance. Now is it too late? I didn't keep my promise. But a promise is a promise. There's no timing on a promise unless you specify the timing. And if not, then there's always time to make good on that promise. Okay? What else we read? Sacred Blossom. Oh, this also like the Ace of Cups. Both of y'all feel the same way. Also, with the Sacred Blossom, your divine feminine still getting it out the mud, bro. She's still rising from the bottom. Look, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, oneness, possession, shit. Oneness, passion. Somebody's tapping around, and somebody could be actually tapping around in the energy, okay? Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. She is attracting what you love. The very thing you love is attracting you. Y'all are attracting each other, calling each other in. Okay? So instead of resisting what you're feeling, what you're going through right now, divine masculine, face it. Stand up. You sitting up here cowering in the corner, allowing your circumstances to push you around, but that breeze ain't that strong, bro. You stronger than you think. Listen at you over there boo-hooing and crying. I don't know why my child over here just all up in the background. No, you somewhere out boo-hooing and crying, you know. But key with the heart. Welcome, love, meeting the one. Open your heart, getting together perfect. What I said, your divine feminine is waiting on the one that holds the key to her heart. And that's you. You know what I'm saying? She's waiting on the one that holds the key to her heart. And that's who? You, divine masculine. Right. Wealth is coming. Good luck ahead. And again, if any of y'all are divine feminine or divine masculine is going through any kind of financial setbacks, wealth is coming, you know. That could be something else too. I don't know. I don't know if you made a head over heart decision over divine feminine based off of financial stability. Okay. And now you feel like you don't want to be seen as an opportunist, especially if she's came into wealth. I don't think you're gonna be seen that way because that was in reverse. You need to get away from that way of thinking too. Maybe she could have felt that way. You're feeling damn. It's a mirror. You're feeling exactly what she felt when you made your head over heart decision and didn't keep your promise. 44 on the clock. Huh. Angel number 44. This is about stability. 44 symbolizes stability, hard work, and divine guidance, indicating that you are on the right path. And says, yeah, I'm on the right path. You could be feeling her emotions from the past when you made a head over heart decision to choose money over love. And now, if divine feminine is coming into money and you're coming back, you don't want her to think that you're coming towards her as opportunities. Which I don't feel that's your energy. I don't feel like that's your energy. And if divine feminine hasn't come into some wealth, you could be working hard to bring this stability to her. Maybe that was the promise. That's part of the promise. Something around stability is part of your promise. Okay? It's not too late. It encourages you to stay strong, maintain balance, and use self-discipline to achieve your goals. Seeing 44 repeatedly is a message to trust your inner wisdom and inner confidence. What I say? What they say? Confidence. As you move towards success, stability, and foundation. This number, you probably could have promised to build a foundation with your divine feminine, didn't. Both is this number is associated with a strong, stable foundation, both in a spiritual sense and in your life circumstances. Hard work and discipline. It is a reminder that your dedication and hard work are crucial for achieving your goals. It's encouraging persistence, especially during challenging times. Divine support. Seeing 44 is a sign that your angels and spirit guides are with you, offering guidance and support on your journey. What I say, all you got to do is ask for assistance. They there to support you. The number 44 can be linked to the 44 generations from Abraham to Jesus, mentioned in the book of Matthew, which highlights the fulfillment of divine promise. I rest my case. This is about you fulfilling a promise. You broke a promise and you didn't keep it. But it ain't really broken because there's no timing on a promise unless you specify a promise. So it's never too late to keep your promise, divine masculine. That's what this is. Oh. You feel guilty because you didn't keep a promise. You're beating yourself up about a promise you made that you did not fulfill on. What's stopping you from fulfilling it now? Okay? That's what this is about. You promised your divine feminine something. And now you find it hard to bring yourself out of the cold to fulfill that promise. So you over there going through separation anxiety. You're doing this to yourself. I don't mean to laugh, but you're doing this to yourself. This is self-inflicted punishment. This is definitely self-inflicted punishment. Maybe you... Is this divine masculine intentionally forcing himself out in the cold like homeless? He's punishing himself. On purpose. Because he feel like he deserved it because he didn't keep his promise with Divine Feminine. He made a promise about shelter and stability, and he did not keep it. And he feel like he getting karma for that. Is he though? This is self-inflicted. Why the fuck are you punishing yourself, Divine Masculine? I mean, like, bro, that's why I keep repeating a promise has no time limit. You're still living, right? And it sounds like in your heart of hearts you wished you had kept it. Bruh, all you gotta do is pick yourself up and that big ass heart and that promise of yours and walk your ass over to Divine Feminine and keep your fucking promise. That's what I feel like. You're beating yourself up. You doing this. The Divine, they might be utilizing you beating yourself up, but you're beating yourself up. They ain't doing this to you. This self-inflicted. Damn, Divine Masculine. Poor child. Look here. Let me love on you for a minute. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna laugh at your foolishness though, but there's some foolish shit, man. Get up. Get up. Pick your feelings up. Pick your ego and pride up. And go make a difference. How do you make that difference? By keeping the very fucking promise that you meant to keep in the first place. Offering a sincere apology for your delayed, and allow things to heal. Communicate. Be transparent. But sitting up here beating your damn self up because you didn't keep your promise, bruh. We ain't got time for all that. We ain't got time for that shit. Get up. Yeah. Get out your feeling. Pick up that phone. Or type out that email. And reach out to your Divine Feminine. And tell her what it is. Don't hold back. Keep your fucking promise, bro. Wow. Keep your promise. It ain't broken until you just choose not to do it at all. Now, if you choose not to do it at all, then yeah, you broke your promise. Then keep beating yourself up. I'm not gonna tell you. Keep beating yourself up then. But the simple fix to this is it's easy. Get your ass up, pick up that heart of yours, and go give it to the motherfucker you promised to give it to. Nothing. Your problem's here is fixed. But, you can keep sitting around moaning and, oh, woe is me. Feeling down and pitiful for yourself. Knowing when everything you're sitting up here, you want to Divine Feminine, that's the wealth. That's the true wealth of your heart. So when you gonna give it to her? It ain't nobody stopping you but you. That's what I'm getting here. I ain't been told to pour no more energy. I'm still reading off these little cards. This is all on you. You gotta get out your damn way. Get out your own damn way. Allow your spirit and your heart to guide this wheel that you're on right now. Because your ego and pride got you sitting in the 5 of Pentacles. Your ego and pride got you sitting in the 5 of Pentacles. This ain't nobody doing this but yourself. Self-manipulation. Damn. This is self-manipulation. Man, that Mr. Goodbar was fire. I want to know. Oh my gosh. I don't know about y'all, but that's my favorite candy bar. So now y'all know my favorite drink is jungle juice, which they don't make no more. If they do, they just don't sell it while I live. And my favorite candy bar is Mr. Goodbar. So delicious. I'm sorry. I'm honoring my inner child right now, but you know, hey, and releasing them happy endorphins. Man, this stuff is working, y'all. I told you I put that oil on my temple. It's tingling. I can feel it. Ooh. Ooh. That shit that potent. I might make some more. That's just a sample. I ain't make a big jar. Just a little bitty. Let me try. I don't know if I showed it to y'all or not. Yeah. Yeah, I got that on my temple right now. When I tell you that shit powerful. Ooh. My little phone staying dirty. Clean it off. I don't know. I don't feel no bad energy here, Divine Master. All this energy is good. This is self-inflicted. Huh? Yeah, it's time. Yeah. Oh. You know what? I don't like this card. Somebody could be fucking around in your energy, Divine Master. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. You might have somebody overseas or, that's mad that you're about to receive what you need. This ain't your goddamn confirmation. Excuse me. Look, Divine Masculine, you got somebody that could be overseas or across water somehow who is mad that you're receiving what you need and you're making progressions and you're arriving to where you're meant to be because you've moved on. The reason why you're beating yourself up, somebody could be tampering with magic to have you with these sitting up here with these closure issues and shit. Cause I split this deck and it says chaos, sorrow, madness, falsehood, agony, struggle. And it's a cat. I don't like this energy. Somebody done send some dark ass energy your way, bro. Look at this shit. I split this deck. That could be another reason why you sit in this energy. Somebody sending some shit your way. Somebody cross seas. 26 and 8 is 8. This person could have a life path 8. Let me see. Life path 8. Yep, damn it. I can't make this shit up. Look, y'all, I just moved the card out top. Spirit that on top of the magician that somebody could possibly play magic, okay, to manipulate your emotional state, okay. What they say, the bull of strength, masculine force, flame. Somebody's doing work on you. Result rules. Somebody that's trying to dominate, control, commanding presence. Sent a commanding presence that got you over here in this fucking Five of Pentacles energy. When you need to change how you're feeling, somebody's playing in magic. Change what you're feeling. Stand up, because whatever they throwing, it ain't that strong. Look how the wind blowing. You can withstand this storm. Because what you already manifested is here in the present. You got the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace Cup clarifying that is this love, unconditional. You know what I'm saying? It's here. Up under that is the Ten of Cups. Beside that is the key with the heart. What is that? Somebody stopping you from being in the union. You got to fight against this energy. Somebody mad that you're receiving what you want. They done travel their ass across sea. Who they doing this to? A divine masculine, causing him to reflect on old wounds. Hello? What's that? That's just straight clarified everything I said. Wow. And I just channeled all that. How many cards I got out here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, y'all, I'm sucking my teeth. It's a habit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards. 16 could be relevant. Or somebody could have fled the country on the 16th. Or trying to enter the country on, or just re-enter the country on the 16th. Oh, Lord. Somebody could have just brought their ass in on a boat on the 16th. Cause a problem with magic. Well, I'm going to say this to you. If I was doing a countdown by New Year's with this lovers, because we got 5, then we got the Ace of Cups. Those are both ones. That's 11. Then we got 12 here. 10 here. The Magician is what? 3, 2. This is a countdown. It's a countdown. Okay? To your union, bro. You're that close. This separation anxiety could be spiritually manipulated by magic. And whoever this is that's mad that you're about to receive what you want, they could be making you receive this. This is why it feels self-inflicted. They could be doing this to you to make you feel guilty, to make you feel unworthy of your divine feminine's forgiveness. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Fight against this energy, divine masculine. I need you to stand up and cut yourself loose of this energy. Like whoever just said that outside. Let's go. It's time to go. Okay? Get to moving, divine masculine. Because some bitch playing in magic on you. That's got you mirroring your divine feminine's past hurts. The divine said they ain't doing it. Somebody playing in magic. Yep, snake. Look. There's a snake playing in magic. Because it says snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over the shoulder of the other woman. Whoever this other woman is in your life that took their ass overseas and brought their ass back, possibly on the 16th, is playing in magic to keep you stuck. This is mirror magic. God damn. But be gentle on yourself, but be strong against the storm. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Be gentle on yourself, but be strong against this storm. That makes sense? This shit crazy. Peace and blessings. How you doing? That's crazy as hell. Somebody playing around in magic to make you mirror your divine feminine's pain so that you will feel too guilty and ashamed to face her again. Man, if you don't rebuke that fucking energy, you need to get you some of this damn holy oil I got tonight. For real. That reminds me, I bought this kit, right, of herbs. Because I plan on making, like, my own essential oils and shit. And, 2 of them just came up missing out the damn blue. And I'm like, what the fuck? But they correlate with readings that I did. And I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody done came in here and took 2 of my herb packages. So the same way you marched your happy ass in my house and took my herbs, you can march your ass in and put them back. I got the message. Whoever did it. Okay? They correlate with 2 of my readings. I want my fucking herbs back. And quit coming in my house taking shit, damn it. Y'all spies. I guess they try to let me know that my reading was right. Okay? And it's funny that came to mind because that might be who this is, because one of them readings, it was a karma that was stuck overseas. Going through a hardship. And now she wants you to go through the same thing. This karmic doing this to you. This bitch trying to get out of karma by putting it on you, divine masculine. Because you can't do it to divine feminine no more. Also, you was meant to... Oh. She's the reason why you broke your promise. She's the very reason why you broke your promise. Whoever this is doing this mirror magic on you to make you mirror your divine feminine's pain. You dealing with a dirty asshole. I'm sorry. This whole dirty. This motherfucker dirty as fuck. I know how you feel. Discern your feelings, your true feelings and emotions. You can rise above this with sacred blossom. Lotuses rise in the most difficult situations. Okay? You can too, divine masculine. It's time for you to blossom. It's time for you to show these motherfuckers that you're divine energy. There is actually... Hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Who is the Egyptian that represents the lotus? Neferatum. There it is. I'm finna tell you to embody this energy. Call on this energy. Neferatum. Egyptian god mostly associated with the lotus is Neferatum, a youthful deity of beauty, fragrance, and healing. He is often depicted with a lotus flower on his head and is linked to the creation myth as the first lotus to emerge from the primordial waters. You're being rebirthed, bruh, symbolizing rebirth and dawn of creation. So I feel like you're about to step from the apprentice of the magician which is the divine masculine, into your which is the divine masculine into your emperor, which is meaning you got to put your armor on, bruh. You got to put your war clothes on, because you in a spiritual warfare, somebody throwing magic on you. So you're gonna have to put the armor guard on you, stand up in that emperor energy and say, you shall not pass, I shall not be removed. Okay? And rebuke that motherfucking energy and get on over there where you're meant to be, because you on the boat toward heading in the right direction, and somebody trying to delay you and deter you and turn you away from it because they don't want you going towards it. This that energy. Okay? So call on, embody the energy of Neferatum and rebirth yourself as the emperor. You're going through another phase, divine masculine. Neferatum is a personification of the first lotus blossom, representing the beginning of the world and the sun's daily rebirth. God of healing and beauty. He is associated with healing, present fragrance, and beauty, embodying the life-giving power of the lotus flower. Depicted, he is frequently shown as a young man crowned. You need to put your crown on, bro. Put your crown on. Crowned with a lotus blossom, sometimes flanked by two plumes. Other gods like Horus and Ra. Who that is? Well, you better reap your asshole somewhere else. I'm live though, but what's up? Other gods like Horus and Ra were also associated with the lotus, and sometimes depicted as children emerging from flowers, further emphasizing its connection to deities and renewal. So you're being called to they said ask for help. This could be one of your ancestors telling you to ask for help to overcome this energy that's being thrown at you. What's the spiritual meaning of the sacred lotus? For those of you who don't know, the spiritual meaning of the sacred lotus is centered on purity, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment as it grows from the muddy waters to emerge clean and beautiful. It symbols rising above adversities, achieving beauty and wisdom despite difficult circumstances that are not being that you are creating, but somebody's influencing. You got somebody puppeteering how you feel, divine masculine. And that's why you're going to have to rise from the mud on this shit. And you can. You shall, and you will. Achieving beauty and wisdom despite difficult circumstances. And the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This could be a water sign with the death energy here. And rebirth. It is a sacred symbol of many religions. In many religions, including Hindu and Buddhism, often associated with the deity's creation and the path of higher consciousness. You got the mental strength to overcome this magic. They're weaker than you. Because this person is chaotic in their energy. They operate out of madness. But the more you be at peace, the more you be still, not as in still as not doing anything for yourself, but in the mind. The more you quieten and calm your mind. That's why they said you have to shift the energy. Come on with it. You got to shift the energy, calm your mind, become that lotus, sacred lotus. There is a position for it. Become that sacred lotus and rise against this energy that's being thrown at you. But as long as you keep letting it, well, now you're being enlightened to it. You was letting it because you didn't know. Now you know. And now you have all the tools to powerfully manifest your way forward out of this energy. It's all dealing with the mindset. You got the power. You don't need nothing. You just got to call out, asking the divine to shield and protect you and rise, divine masculine. The lotus ability to emerge from murky mud to bloom unstained represents the journey from a state of attachment and desire to a state of clarity and spiritual enlightenment. Whoever this is the stain. They're trying to stain you, but you're going to come out unfazed if you do what I'm asking you. Okay? Resilience and perseverance. Its ability to rise above the water and bloom significantly. Signifies strength and the ability to overcome challenges and grow through times. See, let me tell y'all something about with me being empathic. I feel feelings and emotions of others. I even feel when people doing magic on me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes all it takes is me to just rebuke and say, I rebuke that energy. That is not me. I don't operate like that. And I don't think that way. As soon as I say that, it's gone. So, you're going to have to start speaking life over your situations. Divine Masculine, you don't realize you have the power to manifest your reality by speaking it into existence, by standing powerfully in who you are and what you know to be true about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I have to use my spirit of discernment all the time to know what's mine and what's not. So when I be out here reading for y'all, and y'all be like, how she know that? Because I know it ain't mine. It got to be somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So when I pick up on shit, like right now, somebody is like, I don't know, they is so excited they go like hypertension or whatever. I don't know. Somebody could be super fucking excited right now. All right. And they out of breath. Or somebody could actually be like, I'm also picking up on an angry ass energy. It's like, God damn it, bitch, you always spoiling my fucking plans. Somebody's pissed. Cause I just spilled the tea. They think they know you would know. And they're watching me. And they're mad because I just put you up on game. They mad. Feel like her head about to pop off her shoulder. She's so fucking mad. You ever seen somebody get so mad they start just shaking and shit? That's this chaotic, crazy motherfucker that's throwing this magic on you. So you got the power, divine masculine. Just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Just be peace, be cool, and keep it moving, man. Stand the fuck up. Let that energy go. Dust that dirt off your shoulder and keep moving powerfully, my boy. Keep your motherfucking promise. It's that motherfucking simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that fucking easy. Because this bitch is weak because she's distorted. She's angry. Her power's weakening over you. And guess what? That which loves you. I feel like if your divine feminine protects herself spiritually, that energy also rubs off on you. That's why these storms is lightly tapping your ass. You see what I'm saying? Because it says, I want you even more. You have a gift from God. Think this is a blessing. Your divine feminine has a gift from God, which is a blessing. So anytime she's shielding and protecting her energy, guess what she's doing? Sending that y'all are energetically connected. So anything she goes through, feel, and process and shield for herself, that shield carries down that energetic core, and you receive some of that too. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can sense her feelings and emotions. Vice versa. That's why she can sense your feelings and emotions. Every time you send out a prayer on the behalf of yourself, guess who gets some of that prayer? Divine Feminine. Because y'all are energetic connected. Same thing, vice versa. Whatever divine feminine doing as far as prayer and protection, you're covered by that too. That's why you need to put the armor on. Claim it as yours. Put the fucking armor on, divine masculine. It's already been given to you. That's a gift. That's your blessing. Come on now. You just gotta claim it. You got to claim this armor that's already been gifted to you. And build your own. Create your own armor as well. And your armor could just be prayer. You know, Psalms is a book of prayer and power and spells. Okay? When I tell you how Psalms have saved me and put some bitches in their place, man, okay. All right, so resilience and perseverance. Its ability to rise above the water and bloom signifies strength and the ability to overcome challenges and grow through tough times. Creation and rebirth. In ancient Egyptian, it was seen as a symbol of the sun's rebirth because it blooms each day after closing at night. In other traditions, it represents the unfolding of consciousness. Hello? Pick up that conscious weapon that the divine feminine done sent you, run through that energetic core to bring death to these cycles that these karmas keep trying to keep you from going through a rebirth. Pick it up, claim it, and wear it. You are shielded energetically, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. But you got to wear it. You got to claim it. I know my divine masculine. I'm going to tell you right now, if my divine masculine listening, you need to definitely claim all the energy and protection that I've sent down the energetic cord, bruh, because you are heavily protected, even if we ain't together. But because we share the same car, you damn right I'm shielding and protecting because I don't want that shit coming around me. You feel me? So you are heavily protected from my end. So if my divine masculine is listening, you need to just say, I claim all the power and spiritual protection that my divine feminine has prayed upon my behalf. And it's done. Just simply say that. Okay? Divine connection. The lotus is a central symbol in many religions. In Hinduism, it's associated with creation and is often depicted as a throne for gods and goddesses like Brahm and Lakshmi. In Buddhism, the Buddha is frequently shown sitting in the lotus throne, and the flower symbolizing his enlightened state. It also represents the purity of the mind, body, and speech. Color vibrations and their meanings. So, divine masculine, take you a spiritual bath. Okay, get you some Himalayan pink salt. Get you some rose petals. Get you some hell, even some lavender. If you start utilizing a pendulum, ask your spirit guides what herbs resonates for them, because you want to make sure that you're not using nothing that's going to repel your guides from you. You know, there's like my guides, there's certain things they don't want me using. You know, it's certain things they want me to use all the time because it connects us. You know, it keeps us in this oneness energy. That's why they all the magic they done sent my way, they can't even break that bond. They've tried, you know, they've tried, but my team have told me what I need in order to to solidify our bond. You know, you need to do the same. You have spirit guides and guardian angels too. You know, some may want you to burn sage or cloves or cinnamon. Oh my God, I've been burning the hell out of this cinnamon. And it's the right season for it too. But that cinnamon, man, when I tell you it makes me it's like it takes all the fucking like I don't it's like whatever negative energy is like, man, I don't even, it's like I don't even know how to have words for it, how it make me feel, but it feels good. That's all I know. Okay. Burn you some cinnamon. Get you some cinnamon sticks and burn it. 9 out of 10 for my divine counterpart. I can only speak for my counterpart because I consult with his spirit guides a lot. Because they come to me all the time. Because he I don't know if he can't do what I do. So they come and talk to him through me. For my counterpart, you definitely need to get you some cinnamon, some sage, some Palo Santo. Okay? Burn it. Get you a white candle. Go to your bathtub, fill it. First, you cleanse it. Cleanse the space, burn this sage in that area or cinnamon. Okay? In that water, I made you one of these baths before. All right? In that water, you need to put Himalayan pink salt. You need to, or Epsom salt. I like to use the pink. Okay? I use that Dr. Teal's. That Dr. Teal's is just as good. It's Himalayan pink salt. But get that Dr. Teal's, whatever fragrance you like. I'm hearing because right before I got to doing this reading, I was so clogged up and I don't know why. So you could be dealing with some having mucus drainage. Get you some eucalyptus. For my counterpart, get you some eucalyptus. Put that in your bath, or you can use the essential oil. I would probably do the salt that's infused with that essential oil because sometimes those essential oils can be tough, you know. And especially if you're not accustomed to doing these baths, that essential oil can open you up so into some shit you just be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not accustomed to taking these spiritual baths, do a little bit at a time. All right. I say this because you're being called to get in the water, okay? With this 5 of Pentacles. All right, you need to cleanse yourself. If you can find some lotus blossoms, put them in your bath. Ooh, that would be beautiful. I need to find me some. Okay, if you can find some lotus blossoms, put them in your bath. If there's a willow tree near you, gather some of the leaves and drop them in your bath. Okay? I don't know why I have never put no willow leaves in my bath, but your spirit guide said get you some willow leaves. Put it in your bath. Oh shit. Okay? And you pray. You cry, whatever you feel your intuition tell you to do in that water, you do it. Okay? And don't hold back. Sometimes I get in there and I chant, I sing. Sometimes I get in there and I'm crying. Sometimes I'm guided to wash my face 30 times, and I do it. I wash from head to toe until my spirit team tell me I'm ready. And then when I exit, I say thank you because you make sure you be always in a state of gratitude, okay? Because it's a cleansing. A rebirth, a rebaptism is what you've been needing to go through, especially if you've been dealing with a lot of karmic energy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of negative shit. You definitely need to take this cleanse. Okay? Get yourself cleansed. If you're not able to take a bath and you haven't showered, get you like one of those loofah gloves and fill those ingredients inside the salt and put those ingredients inside those little gloves they have that you can clean yourself if you don't have access to a tub. Fill that up like a what you call it, uh, a suture or something like that. Put all these ingredients in that glove and just cleanse your body with it. That's your intention, to cleanse. Like you would rub yourself down with an egg. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Get one of those gloves if you don't have access to a bathtub, and do that with the salt and the oils and the willow leaves. You need to find some willow leaves, Divine, for my counterpart. Willow leaves. If you're near a willow tree, okay, collect those leaves off the tree and put it in your bath. Um, you can still light the candle. You can still burn the sage. You know, hell, you can even put the cinnamon stick in your in your water. Okay, that cinnamon. Oh my gosh, can you say purifier? um, yes, you need to cleanse yourself. I use rose though, because rose, I always want to shield my aura with love. You know, so it's up to you how you want to do that. But I know they definitely say you need to get some eucalyptus and something specific about a willow near you. Collect the leaves and put it in your bath. Okay. Um, One of your ancestors like willows. Okay. Uh, it's actually to give you that stability and to cleanse away your sorrows. Okay, that's why. I, some cultures do that. Some cultures cleanse with willow leaves or branches or some shit. I don't know, something like that. I don't know where I'm getting it from. But I don't know. Do your research on that. About cleansing with willow. Matter of fact, fuck it. I want to know. Oh, let me give you these colors before I come out of here. When you finish that bath, you need to either dress in white, which is purity and perfection, and the mind and spirit, or pink for supreme lotus in Buddhism, symbolizing enlightenment and devotion. Red for love, passion, and compassion. Or blue, wisdom, knowledge, and triumphs of the spirit over the senses. So I would you probably wear blue, since somebody's trying to tamper with your senses. Okay, so for the next week, just wear blue, something blue. Okay. Also, for my counterpart, blue is your birthstone, so yeah, you definitely need to wear some blue. Okay. Um, but after you do that cleansing, wear those colors for a week. You're going through a rebirth. And it's to shield you from this energy too. It's like putting on your armor, and it shows your devotion. It shows the universe that you're willing to follow these guidelines to shield and protect yourself and clear yourself of these negative energies that's been thrown your way. You know, anything you do is ritualistic. You know what I'm saying? Every day you get up, you wash your ass, you brush your teeth. That's a ritual. You know, this is also a ritual. So, but it's nothing evil or demonic about it. It's showing to the universe that you are devoted to protecting yourself, to shielding yourself. Okay. So that's all this is. What was I gonna look up? Do people cleanse themselves with willow leaves? Yes. Hey. Okay. Yes. People have historically used willow leaves and bark for both medical and spiritual cleanses. Your ancestors, to my counterpart, is asking you to get some willow leaves and bark for both medicinal and spiritual cleanses. Through modern uses focus on medical purposes. Leaves can be made into a wash, a poultice. That's what it's called. Thank you, Spirit. Or poultice. That's what you're gonna do with that glove if you don't have access to a bathtub. You make you a poultice for skin issues and irritations. While the bark contains silicon, uh, uh, silicon, and a pain reliever compound A, and could be chewed and brewed into its tea. So you may, okay, um, if you're not partial to making it a tea, make it into a tea and drink it before you take this bath. If you don't want to use it, put it in your water. Okay? Spiritually, willows is associated with healing, renewal, and purification in various traditions. Medicinal use is skin and wounds. So if you have any injuries, a wash made from willow leaves and bark. Okay, if you got into any kind of physical altercation with somebody, this person had negative energy on you. Okay, and I said something about residual energy. All right, so what I'm getting here is if you received any kind of physical impact from a karmic that was in this energy, as well as mad, chaos, sorrow, falsehood, agony, struggle. If you got in some type of physical struggle, altercation with a karmic, this person was definitely playing in magic against you, and that dark energy was on them. So anything they touch, they leaving this shit around. It's like chicken, okay? I'm using chicken as an analogy. When you prep chicken, you gotta wash your hands, right? Before you touch another surface. Well, that's what you're being called to do, because whoever this person is, if you got into a physical altercation with them, when they touched you, they left they demonic ass energy on you, okay? And that's why you've been called to do this cleansing. If you don't know nothing about how to do, to my counterparts, I'm willing to assist with these things, but it is what it is on that part. But it requires of the asking. It requires of asking in order to receive. But for other just listen to what I'm saying and do these steps, okay? Your intention is everything. Your intention is everything. Just know that. Trust your gut, your first mind. Your first thought is always probably the right thought, okay? Your intention is everything as far as this spiritual bow, spiritual cleansing, and all that stuff. Like when I made my oils, my intention was everything. I made sure I laughed around it. I made sure I was in good energy, hopeful energy. My intention was high when I created that oil, which is why it's tingling on my crown chakra, my throat. I rubbed it on all my temples, and it's like buzzing. And that's why I ain't even using no cards, because it's like that shit opened my fucking mind up so well. I don't even need cards to tell you what you're going through right now. Okay? Damn. Whee. Yeah, got me over here with this good talk. Got the girl talking. Shit. Oh man, I got some good juju. I need to stop sleeping on myself. But anyway, oof. Your intention is everything, okay? Excuse me. But yes, they definitely use willows to cleanse. I did not know that. I just learned something new. It's also good for pain and inflammation, so it would be a good tea to drink if you're suffering from any kind of pain or inflammation. But of course, also make sure your doctors are aware of what you're doing so that they can help monitor you through these things. Um, I say that, but I don't practice that. I'm just gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it a book. I say that, but I don't practice that part. I do what God tells me to do because that's my doctor. You know, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, but you need to if you don't have access to a to make your poultice, okay? I'm gonna do this to make because she it's even good for insect bites. I wonder is that why the ants are. When I was a kid, we had a willow tree in the backyard and it was full of ants. Willow leaves can be used in a poultice to provide pain relief for insect bites and other irritations. Purification, the Chinese Buddhist priest Willow. Some of y'all may have Chinese backgrounds because I keep picking up on this Buddha energy. It could be some of your ancestors. Okay. Oh, I remember telling my counterpart that he did. I know my counterpart does have Chinese ancestors. You know, he cracked a joke about the shit, but I was for real. Oh my gosh, I was for real. He gonna get down in the Buddha pose. Talk. I don't even know what the fuck he said, but I fell out laughing. That shit was so funny. Lord, I just that just brought back memories. Sorry, y'all. I had a moment. Shit. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, yeah, that was a moment. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, for healing, willow is used in various rituals to heal illnesses, ward off bad luck, and bring tranquility. That's yep. That's why they say put it in your bath, because you got bad luck with meeting these type of women. Okay? You got bad luck with women with bad juju. Okay? Whoever this is, somebody keep running into women with bad juju. Mm-hmm. Symbolizes the willow tree is linked to healing, renewal, intuition, and lunar energy in many traditions. Important considerations, aspirin sensitivity. Do not use willow if you are allergic to. Okay, I'm gonna get this to y'all just in case. It says, do not use willow if you are well. I'm being told to say this. If this is my divine masculine, get the damn willow. That's what I just heard. Okay. Um I'm on you. I'm gonna say this anyway. Okay, I'm still gonna give it to them, y'all. Look, they are like fuck that. Oh my gosh, because I don't go to my doctors about these things. You know. Okay, y'all can read that on your own. Look the shit up and read it on your own. They don't want me to read that. Okay, so yeah, you need to cleanse yourself of the bad juju of attracting women with bad juju. They like to practice and throw magic on folks. They try to go against your free will as well too. That's why God blessed you with a divine feminine with gifts from God. That's a blessing instead of a curse. Okay. Um. So get this cleansing done. All right. Put on them colors: white, pink, blue. What did I say? White, pink, blue, and I think the other one was red. Yeah, white, pink, blue, or red. Well, any of those colors throughout the week. Okay. After you do this cleansing, this spiritual battle. And like I say, if you can't If you don't have access to a bathtub, the Dollar Tree sell these little gloves I'm talking about. They like loofahs on the hand, you know, and you can turn that into your little spiritual bath thing. You know what I'm saying? Put all your salt and your other ingredients in there and tie that bitch up and cleanse your body with it. You feel me? And it'll do the same. I had to do that when I was homeless. All I had access to was a shower. And I just put my shit in a washcloth. I still bought the ingredients and I stood in that shower and I rubbed myself from head to toe. Um, doing it from a washcloth, cleansing myself. That's like I seen this I don't know if it was a TikTok or a reel, whatever it was. Some dumb bitch was laughing at a gal doing exactly what I just said. Talking about that's slow, it's gonna irritate your skin. No, dummy. She's doing exactly what she should be doing. They was trying to make fun of her because she was showing that she didn't have access to a bathtub, but she was still taking spiritual showers. And they was talking about her. And I was looking at the motherfucker that was trying to, it was one of those reaction videos that was reacting to the video. I'm looking at her like, you the stupid one, because she's got sense. You know what I'm saying? She is not sitting up there with spiritual apathy. She is cleansing herself even though she don't have access to a bathtub. And it's doing the same damn job, cleansing her energy or her energy and her aura, you know. And they tried to clown that woman, but I thought the woman was smart because hell, I've done it, you know. So great minds think alike. All right. Even though you have stupid mugs like that one that tried to react to that video and talk shit, you know, that's because she lacked the knowledge thereof of what a spiritual cleansing look like. Okay. So don't let nobody talk you out of doing what you gotta do for yourself, bruh. Okay. I know some men may not be partial to these things, but I'm trying to tell you, it works, okay? Especially, you know, to shield your energy from attacks like these. This is armor, okay? This is a form of spiritual armor. Everything I just talked to you about, all right? You want some wealth? Good luck, okay? Shit. And then visualize yourself, after you finish, visualize yourself being surrounded by a golden divine mirror that reflects all negative energy back to its original sender. And anybody looking upon you with evil eye, may they see their own reflections. You see what I'm saying? In the error of their ways. Bounce that shit back, bro. You gotta learn how to work for yourself. All right. But yeah, it's a lot you can do. All right. And then cleanse your space, physical space, in contacts, going in like your devices. Clean out shit that just sitting there taking up, draining energy. It is connected to you. Your laptops, your computer. You got 1,000 there that you don't use. Go in there, clean that shit out. Get rid of what you don't need. Put it on a USB drive or something. You know, do a major clear out, clean out. You want to get rid of all negative energy. Anything stagnant, remove it. You know, that's what I've been doing. Slowly but surely removing stagnant energy from my space. And it took me all day just to do my desk. Well, I ain't gonna say all day, but all daylight. That's what I'm gonna say. All daylight to do my desk because it was daunting to go through each one of these cards. And there's thousands of cards to upright them and then mix them and blend them and shuffle them. And I did that with each one of these decks. And when I say my hands are tender, which is another reason I'm glad I ain't really got to use these cards right now to give this reading to you. I'm channeling most of this shit, which I'm glad I'm able to do so. Because, man, when I tell you my hands are sore, they still red from shuffling and straightening all these cards. I mean, I went through and straightened all this shit up. So, bro, you know, it requires work. And don't think you won't be rewarded for your hard work. Spiritual work is work. Even if it looks easy or seems easy, it's not. Because energetically, you feel it. You know, when you do spiritual work, you feel it energetically. And it will deplete you. Because anytime it takes energy to do anything. Just like if you want to go mow your lawn, it takes energy. And when you're done, you're tired and you're exhausted, right? So even doing spiritual work can be exhausting. So yeah, make sure you're getting your rest too. You know, but your everything that you want and manifested is there. It's here. You know, it's here. You got to break that toxic ass mirror from this karmic that's trying to, you know, make you see things from a different perspective that's not true for yourself. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Whoever this karmic energy is that could be throwing magic on you to make you see things in reverse. Mm-hmm. Somebody know how to throw karma around. You know, they could be, like I said, doing mirror magic. And that's because they mad. They mad, they mad, they mad. And they want you sad. And that's where they got you. But you ain't stuck there. You know? You ain't got to stay there neither. That's my chair, y'all. You ain't got to stay there neither. You know? All you got to do is command your space and your energy. Call your power back to you and rebuke the demon. Rebuke it. Rebuke it. And send it back to Respucia. They said she like Respucia. Norbit! This a Respucia energy. Oh, Lord. Yeah, somebody, yeah, one of your ancestors said this bitch look like Respucia off of Norbit. If y'all seen Norbit, you know what I'm talking about. And literally, like, look like Respucia. What was you thinking, Divine Masculine? Oh my gosh. As they say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I ain't gonna knock your taste. But bruh. These ancestors talking shit about whoever this is. Ooh, they said she look like Respucia. Oh my gosh. Norbit! Ooh, Divine Mask. Run! Oh shit. Run, bruh. Respucia is coming. Shit. Lord have mercy. Spirit, anything else? Because you know y'all throwing jokes. I done gave this masculine instructions that he needed. Now y'all want to throw jokes, and I don't feel like talking about folks today. Gosh, I've been in good energy. Y'all want to talk about something else? End this one and come back. Okay, we gonna end this one and we gonna come back. Gosh. Lord have mercy. They calling you Norbit. And whoever this karmic is that's throwing this magic is Respucia. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'll be back.